This is the Hobart Rivulet, located under the heart of the city. Armed with phone torches, we went to see what street art we could find and see what all the fuss was about.
Hey guys, Rory coming at you from the Rivulet underneath Hobart City. Basically what the Rivulet is it's a creek that runs from the top of Mount Wellington all the way down through the city in this underground tunnel like you can see here, and then it runs into the Derwent River. So what's happened over the years is people have come down and they've begun spray painting and spraying up along the walls of the underground tunnel.
Make sure you hang around to the very end, where I show you a giant platypus mural painted on a wall in South Hobart near the start of the Rivulet. So the Hobart Council actually gets people to go and paint murals around the city, mainly in one lane. I can't remember the name of it. Greg and I, my friend and I, Greg, were actually there, and we saw a girl painting there, and she said she had a limited amount of time to paint. Unfortunately, it was very dark, and I didn't want to be disrespectful and rude, so I didn't film her. I tried to film the rest of the lane, but unfortunately it was very dark, so there was no point. If you want to know her Instagram details and see what she does, I'll leave it in the comment box below. Some of her art's actually really cool, so I'm sure she'd appreciate that. I did ask her for an interview, but unfortunately she wasn't up for it. I also tried to contact Vibrance, who are the local street art graffiti shop, a street art graffiti supply shop. Unfortunately, they haven't replied to my questions about the history of the street art in Hobart and the Rivulet, and also they haven't responded to me about who the artists are who paint it. So unfortunately, no information there. I tried to go into their shop while I was there, but it's closed, so no luck there. But yeah, if anyone knows anything about Hobart street art, the artists, any of the art, anything about the scene, feel free to comment in the comment box below. I'd love to know. It's fascinating. There's quite a lot of murals painted in a specific lane, alleyway, I can't remember the name of it. And there's also some murals painted in other parts of the city. I have some of it on my camera. I'll throw them in somewhere. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, it was really cool. The Rivulet's really cool. I mean, I thought it was a bit creepy. The outside Rivulet, which runs from South Hobart, starts at, well obviously it starts, like I said, at Mount Wellington, and it runs all the way down to the Derwent. Part of it's outside of the city and then part of it's under the city. But the part that runs through South Hobart, where the Cascades Brewery is and the female convict factory is, that's really cool. That's nice to follow that into the city on the outside. And obviously the platypus, if you get to the end, that's where the platypus mural is.
Do you want to move your torch along so I can follow?
Sorry?
Move your torch along so I can follow. Where's the rest of the stuff?
So, yeah. Go on. Yeah.
Cool.
The underground Rivulet's a little creepy because you're walking along a tunnel and all you can hear is the running water and there's no one around. It might have been a bit different during the day, but we decided for an authentic experience we'd go at night. And unfortunately I left my big torch in Perth. I couldn't find my other torch. Greg had a shitty torch. We just had our phone torches as well, so we couldn't really light things up that well. But as you can see here, there's lots of faces, there's lots of tags, there's lots of characters, there's a lot of tags. I didn't film all the tags because there's a lot of them, but I just tried to film the most interesting things that we found along the way. We had to walk all the way from, I don't know where we were, but we were following the Rivulet, and then basically what happened was it got to a point where there was no more walkway in the tunnel, it was just water, and we didn't really feel like swimming through the water, so with all our camera gear, so we climbed up a grate and then climbed over a fence. We also had to climb over a fence to get into it too. And then we walked all the way through the city to South Hobart, where we found the platypus mural, which is no, I wouldn't say the beginning, but it's like near one of the parts of the Rivulet, near the Cascades Brewery. But our phone torches didn't really light it up, so we were gonna walk back in disappointment that we couldn't really get good footage of it. But then luckily, a guy walked past with a massive dolphin torch and he lit it up for us. So as you can see here, this is the big platypus mural. And yeah, luckily for us, the guy lit it up. If you're American or you're living under a rock and you don't know what a platypus is, it's basically the Australian version of a beaver. It lives in the water, and there's a lot of them in Tasmania.
Stay curious, stay adventurous, and keep exploring.